saying, like, see, I never even fucking saw anybody asking that stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, say, like, literally, like, when you start training, like bodybuilding.
Okay. Are we
on
rolling?
it?
Oh, yeah, we're
Ah, okay,
Let's
okay.
roll.
Okay.
When, like, you know, how old you were? When you
I mean, growing up, like a lot of people look at me now like as if I'm always been this size, been this big. Growing up, I was very skinny, and I hated it. I never liked the way I look.
Yeah.
Age 13, 14, man, I was so skinny. And I was very cautious.
What weight were you then?
Oh, man, I don't know, man. Maybe 60. I don't know, roughly.
What age?
14, 15.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was very light. That I could be less. I'm not sure now.
Yeah.
So even I remember those days, we'll go to the beach. Like, I wouldn't have the courage to take the clothes off and swim just because I was so skinny. So being so cautious about the way I look actually drove me to lifting weight. And I mean, I remember my first 3-4 months of lifting, man, I was seeing some incredible gains, man. I fell in love with the whole process. And ever since, I just stuck to it,
Like
What kind of gym, like, is you're from, was Mayo where you first went to gym then, was it?
Yeah, I moved, we moved to Ireland in 2002, so my family were in Mayo working, so that's where we were moved to, that's where we were living. So till 2014.
So basically, all the time you were Mayo, then moved in Dublin. That's it. That's two places where you've been. Like,
Yeah.
So starting over there.
I was born in Nigeria. 2002, I moved to Ireland with my brother.
Yeah.
I was about, I think, 11.
Yeah.
And then 2014, that's when I moved over here to Dublin.
What were the gyms like in Mayo? Was it
Oh
any good,
man,
or was
stop! Actually, that was one of the that was one of the reasons why I moved to Dublin.
Yeah.
Because I remember my second international show was Arnold Classic, and I prepped for that show in Mayo. The gyms were just so crap. Like, the hotel gyms, like, there's no main gym.
I've been down working in Mayo, and I think I've been to a gym there, and it's just a hotel gym.
It's dry. I mean, it's like literally everybody know everybody. There's nothing
tiny
there.
room, like,
it's
just
so tiny. And if I still go down every now and then to see the family, it's still the same stuff.
Same stuff, same equipment, same people.
So moving to Dublin was what got me to move to Dublin was the prep for the Arnold Classic 2014 because I need a better environment to train. Be around the people that understand the sport, that know a thing or two. So that's when I actually and one of the first gym I joined when I came to was Animal Barbell. It was Noel that actually brought me here. Noel, my parking lot, do you remember?
Yeah. Remember.
He used to do PT here, and he said to me, Blessing, I'm going to bring you to one gym, right?
Yeah.
If you train here once, you're going to love it, So he brought me in, man. I love the whole environment, the machines, and it's kind of like a mixture of powerlifting and old school bodybuilding. So I fell in love with it.
Yeah, see, like, it's environment is very important for training. Like, I know exactly what you're talking about, fucking hotel gyms. Like,
Stop.
In Spain, like, you're going over, like, it's like, what's going on?
No.
Like, shit.
There's no feel, like, there's no, like, you don't want to, when you go in, you don't want to.
You don't want to train.
You don't want to train.
But it's like, force yourself to do stuff, you know what I mean? Like, and here it's different. You come over, like, it's just going to train. Like,
everything's there. You see a lot of people lifting heavy weights, it's motivations all around you, so there's no excuse.
Well, like, even, like, how, like, the body weight, like, from, let's say, coming over in here, when the first time came in, it was like, you were under 100, yeah?
I was 2014. I was junior then, right? I was competing at junior, and my competition weight was, I think, maybe 99? Yeah. 98, 99. And 2014, after a couple of months of prepping here, I think my body weight for Arnold Classic that year was about 102, I think. 102, 103. So it was a big difference,
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, that's the thing, I mean, like, it's no way you're gonna prep proper way in some, like, tiny shit to gym, like, I know, like, let's say, remember, like, we did, like, for Diamond Cup,
Yeah.
Like, when we have separate day for quads and hamstrings, 4 arms is like I think 7 exercises.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
You need the machines. You need the choice. Like if you were in
like it's
another gym, it could just be a curl, hamstring curl is all they have.
Yeah.
And
2
you're
if you're lucky. You know what I mean? Like maybe lying and one, you know, maybe one standing, whatever fuck. But like if you think like, you know, let's say to get for that level, you need way more.
Yeah, you need
like,
to be in the environment
like,
that has everything. I remember those days, you know, I'd be like, you know, trying to do calf, this little calf machine, like,
Yeah, so you
and
just
me
hold
trying
them
to do calf machine. I remember going into I used to use a Smith machine.
Yeah.
You know what? You get a chair and then you put a Smith machine
yeah,
here,
yeah,
and then you that's my calf. That's
what I
one
do.
of my only calf exercises back there. I just have to improvise, trying to use a lot of things. Hamstrings. I mean, it was. Moving over here, moving to Dublin was game changer, you know.
The training, were you doing every day down there, 2 days? Or
I
2
think
times a week?
actually from day one, my training's always kind of been the same.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing that I changed was probably the volume, because there's a lot more I can do.
Yeah, you can choose from.
You know, I can choose from here. You know, whereas, you know, so volume, high intensity, has always been one of my style of training.
Yeah.
You know,
What's how much you change on the food intake? Yeah, let's say like when you under 100 kilos, and now like what 120 plus or something.
yeah. Well, right now, yeah, off season I am 122.
Yeah.
I woke up 2 days ago and I was 122. You know, felt good.
Nice number.
Yeah, it is
A lot of
nice
food
number,
to get
but
there,
man,
like.
it's tough, you know. Because now, like, I'll be making a pro debut next year, and you know what the pro looks like, you know. I mean,
Right.
it's a little bit of pressure that how much you have to eat, you know, how far you have to push yourself day in, day out. And now, like, a lot of people, you know, a lot of my followers, they're expecting big things from me next year. You know, because, you know, I post, you know, things up there, the next big thing. You know, so it's like I have to be able to back that shit up. So it's like I have to push myself in every level,
way.
like
Diet,
the
like it's
the
just-
training. A lot of times I don't want to eat after, just, you know, I have to force it in,
Yeah.
which is the hardest part.
If you think, so now it's kind of like, anyway, you fucking shitload times on Instagram, you're going to post and check whatever fuck, yeah? So now it's actually, because as you're saying, you put so much stuff there, you're opening, and you're like, oh, fuck, I need to eat now.
Because
That might motivate you.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying, like, you
people there
self-motivate.
telling
people
you.
are there. People are expecting me to, bless the boogeyman's coming, the next Mr. Olympia. Look, I have to
you gotta
try to prove
back it
them
up.
right. You know, it's like I've got to make shit happen. So everything, I've got to make sure everything is on point. You know, so it's pressure's on. You know, and it's good to have a little bit of pressure. You know, that just
you need
reminds you, like, you know, look, listen.
It's
you know,
always healthy.
You got to.
Nothing's built without pressure. Like you need.
You know, it's too much comfort.
You
like,
know,
it's
so-
fuck. Imagine now you could be fucking somewhere in Miami or fucking LA or whatever fuck. You know,
Yeah.
50 million in the thing. Will you fucking even bother
Nah.
to prep? Fuck that.
because you won't care. You know,
So
'cause-
just light it up. You know? You're like, fuck that.
because there's this something better to the side, you know.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I'd say, like, even like actually from the same kind of coming out from this, like, you know, on videos and shit like this you were doing, like, you know, are you seeing like yourself like going forward a day and like getting some fucking, you know, movie roles or some shit filming?
Look,
and stuff like
listen, you know, I think it's possible. Like Arnold did it, you know, and no one after Arnold did. I don't think anyone ever really tried to be different.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone's just all the same now. You know, it's the same stuff. Very taking the sport way too serious, and you know,
You gotta have a bit of fun, like like there's gotta be a bit of.
you know.
You know, like I'm the same way. Like I'm not fucking. You know, for me, serious is that time when you train, and again, you have to have a bit of fun there. You know what I mean?
But
like,
as long as you're putting in, in the hours of diet, like if you have time to do other
like a
things,
lot of people will look like, oh, look at this dude. Especially when I was getting ready for the Arnold Classic, you know, a lot of the guys who will be stepping on stage with me, or even the pros as well, because I know they're watching my stuff.
Yeah.
They be looking at my video like, look, this dude is somehow it's 3 weeks out and he's clowning around, he's acting a fool. Does he even train? Look, listen, you know, when I'm training, I'm training. When I'm outside messing about making
that's the
comedy
thing.
sketch, I'm making comedy sketch.
But that
My
might be a
training
release. Like
effort-
that might be a thing where you're
is,
like
yeah.
you're under so much pressure and working so hard, then you need a bit of time where you can have a bit of fun.
You
Like,
actually
That's
do.
what it is. Like, no, look, for real now. Think about this. Let's say before that Diamond Cup, yeah? Remember that before FIBO? Monday, Tuesday training with it. Quads and hamstrings.
Yeah.
Then you flew on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Saturday was guest posing, which you couldn't do. Your legs, you couldn't flex your legs.
Yeah. That was a FIBO, yeah.
Now think about this. If we fucking did every single group that way, and you feel that level of pain every day, how long can last? Without relief or fucking messing around, shit like that. Head is not fucking...
Head will be messed up.
You're gonna fucked up. That's like I was saying before. So look, for legs, because you're not doing other stuff that fucking painful way, so you better do this right. Just fucking go heavy, hard, and push over your fucking, go through the pain bar and stuff like that. So other stuff, because it's not everything done that way, so you can get away, you can handle that.
Yeah.
But if, like, even now, let's say, think about this, if it was at least once a week legs done that way through all year, you will get way bigger result. But can you handle that every week, even that one session all the time? Like, say, like now we went to Dominican Republic, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you cool off, didn't train,
like
relax.
I was off. I didn't train for like after my last competition. I didn't train for like 8 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, 8 weeks. It's actually probably the first time I ever just give some time.
How
off.
did you feel though?
Never. What?
How did you feel? Like
do you know I when you give a break like that, a lot of times mentally it mess you up. Because I was like a break from everything. I stopped eating. I was eating like maybe 2-3 meals a day. I was. There's no pressure. A lot of time that shit will mess your head because you don't look as good, but because I was so busy, I was so active. I was making videos, I was traveling, so I wasn't even thinking of competition, weight training. So that helps me a lot.
I'd say that was a good, it's good to do that though, because otherwise you're going to burn out.
You need a break,
it's 100%. I said, just went up a few days away. Totally different. Everything changed.
Yeah, the body's a machine.
Especially if you're doing that kind of, if you're giving it that much throughout the year, like a lot of people, I'd be one for as well. I fucking rarely take days off, and it's probably just because it's like if I take a week off, like I'm just kind of like I'm sitting around bored, like
but it's like important stuff missing from your day. You know what I mean? And it's like you coming over, you do your thing. It's not just like training for training. It still would be like a bit relief for your head, like on other fucking things outside the gym.
You just don't think, you train
work and everything else.
Training's different things for different people, like.
Yeah, exactly. But, so like just saying like these like 8 weeks break, like no, look, Ronnie was doing even fucking longer breaks. You know what I mean? After like,
I actually never heard of. Does it?
He did like fucking.
I never.
Remember, he said like before, like you could do like 8 fucking 12 weeks sometimes. Like some guys gonna go next day after competition train because they got pissed.
Well, that's one thing. That's one thing. Like, so people are afraid of taking a week off.
Yeah, they think they lose.
Take 8 weeks off. You're not going to lose that. Like all your muscle.
If you didn't build in a week, you're not losing in a week. Like, just simple as that. Like But I know like some of them doing that kind of way. Like I know, I heard like I remember like I think it was Kevin LeBron. He fucking around for like 8 months. And then you're just gonna go for fucking.
I heard something like that. Like you only prep for Olympia for like
4 months.
You only train for like a couple of months, and you just get into this ridiculous shit.
Well, like
probably only Kevin LeBron, the only person can do it and get away with it.
Probably. I fucking believe that.
Insane genetics.
But on the head kind of thing, like, how do you push yourself through when you're, like they say in the trenches, like you're close to the show? You're dieting down, like how do you push yourself through it? Like how do you get?
I mean, again, prepping for a show, being that close to a show, especially last year, it's like it's nothing to me. It's like I feel normal. It's really. It's like it doesn't bother me. I'm just like. Especially maybe it's course of how active I kept myself with the videos and everything. It's like I'm not thinking about it. I'm not stressed about it.
That's the way to be. Like if you start stressing about it, you're gonna.
I'm just there's no stress. I'm not even thinking. By the time I realized that shit, I'm actually a couple of days out. Because I wasn't thinking of it. Because I have all this stuff. My mind is occupied with. I think it's the best way. I mean, it's you've no stress. Your body just. In the perfect place.
If you're stressed, your body's gonna show stress.
And a lot of people are like this when they're like, say the last few days before show, you see them coming into the gym, hoodie on, they're like, You know, I don't know. It's like they feel. You look at them like, "Are you okay?" You know, it's like they look depressed. You know, for me, it shouldn't be that way because I mean, this is a life. This is bodybuilding. This is what we do. Why do you do it? Because we love it. Every moment of it.
You should wait for that competition, not like fucking like, oh shit, it's competition now. Like,
yeah, you shouldn't.
People get so caught up in, you know. I don't let that get to me. You know, it's like
I think that's
again, maybe it's just me. You know, we all different.
Everybody different, yeah, for sure. Like, you know, some of them, like I fucking seen it before, like in different gyms. They're like, you know, some of them they get in that role, you know, hoodie on, like, oh fuck, you know, like I'm getting serious now, like, you know, I'm fucking gonna take this shit. Then he goes on the stage and like, dude, did you train at all? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then nothing on stage. Yeah. It's like nothing. You know, it's like, I mean, when you're getting ready for a show, especially when you're a week out, this is when you look really you might be flat, but this is, you are the best shape of your life. Yeah. You should really be happy and enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, like do some photo shoots, but this moment, a lot of people will just be so depressed and just be hungry and moody because they let the diet get to their head. Yeah. And then a lot of times, a lot of them get on stage, they don't get the result they want, or they look like they've been eating McDonald's 24/7. You know, so it's like on stage, you know, bad results, they're unhappy. So, like, you know, you just killed yourself for the past 18 for nothing. Yeah.
Nothing. Not even you're not even happy about yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You didn't get like good placing, sure, but you're not even happy about yourself. You know what I mean? And on the flip side, there are some fucking moaners. They think they fucking judges took the fucking good place from them.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Like, did you fucking own the mirror? You look at the mirror and get away all these ass. But look, you know yourself. Like, look. Remember after Forced Juniors Arnold's, yeah? When you came back. Yeah. We fucking talked there, you know, like I said, like, show the photos we went through, remember?
Yeah.
For me, it was big shock that was, for him, was news when I was saying, listen, you know, which body parts you're going to train first, like which, you know, where you have lacking body parts. And he's like, what do you mean? You know, what's lacking? Like, you know, and I was like, holy shit, nobody said to him, you know? I was convinced you have like some buddies and coaches, whatever, who kind of guide you through, you know what I mean? And then I remember, like, we went through, like, pointed out, like, literally one post, looked at it, oh yeah, shit. And then next day, I remember I came over, like, first thing you said, before actually saying, like, hello, you said, like, thanks for yesterday. And I was like, fuck, at least, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like some of them cannot take in, you know what I mean? And when you say exactly what it is.
Actually, let me stop you there. You know, actually, I think what's made me better throughout my whole year that I've been competing and training is I don't take criticism too hard. You know, I actually, especially a lot of times, say a couple of years back, you know, my legs were really bad. You know, and then when I post off, my legs weren't, like, you know, not complete. Yeah. You know, my upper body's always been harder and bigger than the lower. And a lot of times when I post stuff on social media, legs small. I swear to God, right? I take times out and actually reply back to every back comment. Like, I'm working on it. My legs. Yeah, I know my legs are not there yet, but I'm working on it. Yeah. You know, actually after the Arnold Classic 2013, you know, a lot of people say, no, you should have been in the top 6, blah, blah, blah. You know, I was kind of disappointed. Actually, I remember I left my friends and I went outside. I was crying because I was so disappointed of that I didn't make it to the top 6. Yeah. I remember watching the guy who won the shows. You know, at the end of the show, I went to the judges and I was like, okay, look, listen. It's done. It's over. I went to the judges. They said, and I asked them, what was the problem? What was that? They just said, no, your condition wasn't the best. Glutes wasn't there. Legs could be a bit bigger. And I said, I'm going to go back and fix it. Yeah. And come back the following year and do some damage. Yeah. And I remember coming into, you point out a few things that, listen, Blessing, you need to work on this. And actually, I did listen. I was like, you're right. Yeah. And the first thing you pointed was my triceps. Yeah. You said the triceps were a little flat. Yeah. The biceps kind of taking over. I said, a couple of people actually said it, you know. And hamstring as well. Right. So, like, I actually take these things in. You know, I listen to people. I actually always try to find out what my weak points are, because I'm always want to make my weak point my best. Yeah. It's always been my legs. Now, actually, last year my legs was man, we had a couple of sessions together, which brought a couple of, a lot of improvement to the hamstrings and the quads.
Everything, yeah.
Looking at the pictures from Arnold, I'm like, it's just the proportion, the legs, I was shocked myself.
Yeah, but that's it.
You
Like,
know?
if you're taking, like, you should take that criticism, because, like, otherwise you wouldn't go. Like, if nobody said to you, oh, legs or something like that, you wouldn't work. Like, you just think, you think you're perfect. Well, not think you're perfect, but you're not going to wait.
Most of them, they take very personally. Like, and
like that, you can't grow. You
no,
can't
that's
grow.
the thing, you know. Actually,
unless you're top, unless you're number one.
Yeah, then you don't give a shit. You know, but still, you know. But like, I have somebody else say same way. This, like, you know, last year, not this year, like 2017, same way. Like, you know, kind of start talking there, and I was like, listen, dude, like, just shut the fuck up, you know. I mean, so like, work on your weaknesses there. And it's like, well, no, what do you mean? Like, you know, oh, I know about this and that issue. Like, you know, so no, those two issues, like, you know, everybody knows about them. So like, I'm talking about disproportions, you know what I mean? And then like, reality check went in, and like in 2 minutes, I just blasted through straight away, pointing out, bomb, like that. And it's like, go back tonight home, open the fucking photos, yeah, from the comp, and exactly what I told you, look at those parts, and tell me, am I wrong or not? Like, I know I'm fucking right, you know what I mean? So next day came in, first thing, similar way, like came in, like, you know, just like, you know, fucking thanks for yesterday. Booked fucking flights to get one shit fixed right away. Fucking same night. You know what I mean? Then he came back, so like, you know, what should I start with group first? So like, look, you know, I told him which I would do. What I would suggest, like, you know, is that if that goes first, takes away, you know what I mean? But say like now, let's say, as you know, like we're talking before about legs, yeah? Like if you get like way bigger hamstring, yeah? So side poses, everything straight away changes, you know what I mean? So same way fucking for him, like I was saying, let's say, listen, like, you know, you saw those things and that's it. Now, the funny part was, somebody advised him from the judges and gave him advice. Fucking was shit, yeah? I was like, what's going on, man? Like, who told you that, you know? And like, when we looked on the fucking actual photos, I said, like, look at this. It's like, oh yeah, I see that. It's like, don't listen to, you know, I understand, like, you know, judges and all, like, you know, it's like, it's two different things. Judges here, judges over there. You went to Arnold's, you know what I mean? You get like totally different panel of judges, you know? Nobody, you know, kind of a bit different conversation goes on, like, you know? So when you take, as you're saying, like, you know, you have to take on board all that, you know, like it's being said to you, like, you know, of course, like, you know, that you have
that's the only way to get better. You gotta, you know, a lot of times just look out for your weak, you know, how can you go? The only way to improve your physique is by trying to find out, you know, what you're lacking, you know, what area needs work. And a lot of times you can't see it for yourself. So when you know, people who are older than you, better experience, they're going to point this thing out to you. You know, it's no point taking it like, oh, what are you trying to say, you know?
Yeah.
Just, you know.
But people don't want to, a lot of people, it's hard work to work on your weak points.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, like, it's very hard
Think about
work.
it, look at the mirror, okay, oh, this person's right, and that's the only way to grow, to make sauces and everything, you know? So.
Yeah. I like what you, let's say, on you're doing, like, you're still doing twice a day, yeah? Training.
My training right now for the off season, I'm training 2 to 3 times a day. Now this off season, I'm trying not to get super sloppy, and I'm trying to kind of control the water retention. Yeah. So I'm kind of throwing in the cardio in there. So I'm doing a little bit faster cardio, you know, say 2 to 3 times a week, and then I'm doing two weights training sessions a day.
How would you split them up? Like, will you just focus on, say, delts for one, or something, or then legs on your second session of the day, or what?
My plan right now is actually I have 1 week where I focus on 3 muscle group.
Okay.
And then I let that muscle group rest. Following week I pick another 3 muscle group. So each muscle group is getting smashed twice per week. So let's say this week I'm focusing on quads, chest, and back. No, not back. Back is, I don't do quads and back together. So chest, quads, and say shoulders. You know, so Monday, shoulder smashed. Tuesday, chest. Wednesday, shoulders, take a break, and then back to quads, chest, shoulders. You know what I'm saying? So the following week, those 3 group rest.
We'll rest for a full week, get a full week.
Full week rest, and then just back, arms, whatever, hamstring. You know, so it's a week on, a week off. You know, I feel a lot better like that, because every time, like, I go back to the muscle group, I just feel so much fresh.
Fresh, yeah. Because it's a lot of strain on the muscle, like God, I don't know. I could train two times a day, like, but it's
brick is good. The muscle need to recover. If they're not fully recovered, then train them again. It's very hard to give that 100. You know.
And on diet, like, do you write for when you're prepping for a show? Do you do your own diet, or do you have someone that?
Yeah, actually, last year after my off season, I did my off season myself, and then getting into competition prep mode on. I get in contact with Karol Stuglik. He's an IFBB Pro from Poland. So he's the one that was doing my diet for the whole prep.
And was it harder that someone else did it? You know, the way if you did your own diet, you might know, but that someone else did it?
Yeah, when someone else, for me, it's like when someone else is there and watching, it just makes me feel more comfortable with it. Like, make me feel like I know what I'm doing because he's checking.
Yeah, because it's someone else looking at. Like, you don't have to stress about your diet.
You don't have to stress about it, and you know, like, okay, you know,
he's got it covered. Like,
he's going to be strict, you know, and he's being real as well. He's been realistic, checking my physique. You know, just you need that second eye. You need that realistic eye just to tell you, look, listen, you know, this is not good. This is, you know. And with the posting as well, I did a few posting with fighters, you know. And again, you point out a few things, you know,
like
hammies, back, leg positioning, you know, chest, hitting the side chest.
Yeah, I remember the fucking the front fucking last prep when we did is just moving around the fucking arms. Like hands went on forced on the waist, and that's like. Something is off, like, you know, something missing. Then, like, just moved up, like, say, fuck. When you open the waist and, like, you know, just covered a bit, like, you know, lats just made, like, look way, way bigger, you know what I mean? But that was, like, with him was fucking funny shit, like, on the side chest. Remember the hand
we tried a couple of
went this way, that way. Every single time we moved, something else popped. And we couldn't pick one.
I couldn't figure out, which one.
I was like, fuck, and, like, everything looks like, you know, change. It looks fucking great, but then it's like, that way the other part will look also
great. So did you change then for the actual...
We talking about like messing around.
Change it on the actual day.
About, it is side chest, you know, you normally have your right, whatever, and you have supinated facing up.
Yeah.
And then we change it to neutral grip.
Neutral, yeah.
You know, where your hands just like this and just your biceps just...
And the forearm popped out.
Forearms pops out. Biceps looking huge, triceps looking pop as well. So both of them were good. So at some point in when the judges were calling the poses, I did it too. I hit one first, and then I just
switch it because you might see some people might catch it. They look somewhere else. They look back and they go.
Look back,
they look at his boat like.
That was all idea. Same like we said like it's a few dimensions then when we changing this like, you know, same like with most muscular. Remember, like, you know, couldn't pick one. Yeah, which way to go? This way, that way, whatever, you know. That like it's. Every single pose looked fucking good, but I think the thing was upper body was complete, you know, complete physique. It's everything like proportion, everything there, like, you know, a part of like again like maybe a bit more on the tricep to get in, like maybe a little bit extra, not much, but it looked like, you know, it's everything there, like, you know, it's like whatever way you do it, just like looks perfect, you know, nothing. What the fuck, you know, it's everything there. So, like, you know, you can't pick one pose because every time something changes, like something pops up.
You just have to play around with things and just find what works and, you know.
And actually, like, back on the diet, like, you know, you let's say now, like, what's, how much you take, let's say, carbs and protein and fats, like, you know, like, or just like.
Like, right now, it's carbs, you know, trying to keep my carbs around 650 to 700 grams. You know, it's hard, you know, it's really tough.
It's a lot.
You know, it's a lot to push in. And then, you know, protein. To be honest, I don't really, you know, measure my protein or weigh my protein. I just start pushing as much as possible.
Yeah, that's the best.
You know? That's the best. Especially off season. Look, listen, off season, it's just basic. Just eat as much as you try pushing as much as possible.
Yeah. Eating season.
And would you eat clean in the off season, like as in, or would you have a couple of cheat meals?
I actually do eat clean in the off season. You know, the only thing difference between off season and diet is like the portion of the off season is way bigger.
Yeah.
You know, so even I don't snack. I don't like snacking, just due to the amount of calories that I'm taking in. it's just so hard for me to actually look at chocolate bar or something.
I'd be the same. Like I prefer to eat a steak and rice than a chocolate bar any day.
If I have a chocolate bar
Maybe it's
or a
just the nutrients.
snack, you know, that fills the same part
then
of my
you don't
stomach.
want- you don't want to
and
eat.
I don't want to eat.
You want the-
And
yeah.
that's me missing a meal.
You want the real nutrients,
missing a meal,
yeah.
missing some gains.
Yeah.
You know, you wake up next morning, you're a kilo down just for one meal. It happens, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like that. I lose weight so quick. For me to gain weight is so hard. Just because I
That's
think
it comes back to when you were skinny.
again, metabolism is just too fast. You know, if I start doing cardio now, for me to get shredded, like 4 weeks of cardio, if I go 2 years off season and then start my prep now, 4 weeks of cardio, look, I'm about nearly ready to compete. You know, this cardio just makes my body like, whoa, you know, just changes me around. You know, because I burn like this. I burn so quick. You know, a lot of people wish for this.
Yeah, that's it.
Genetics. Genetics is everything.
Yeah, man.
Maybe that helps you be, you know, the way like that you don't feel as bad when you're a lower body fat. Like, you know, like some people when they're lower body fat, they feel.
I think that's one of, because my body is just meant to be stay lean.
Yeah.
That's just.
So you're just forcing
I
it.
think that's why it doesn't really mentally affect me.
You don't feel it.
I love it. I feel the
That's
best.
just natural feel.
It's not my natural feel.
Yeah.
I feel the best when my weight is, say, around 108, 106. When I'm light, when I'm doing my cardio, man, I feel just waking up, even moving, doing little movements, bending, standing up is just. You feel so much better.
And you eat less.
And you
don't.
You do eat less. Yeah, you do eat less. And
So it's to feel better, like.
you work more, you eat less.
Yeah, but same way. Like I remember, like when we were talking before, like, you know, if it's sharp jump on the weight on the scales, let's say I don't need to go on the scales. I go upstairs and I know that I gained, like, you know, some fucking shitty kilos there. Even like water, if you hold more water, like, you know, it's still weight, but I going up and say, oh fucking, I feel that. Then you go on the scales, geez, fucking 5 kilos from somewhere, you know, on me. I don't know what happened there.
That's all the pastries you eat, don't
Pizzas and shit like
Pizzas and pastries.
Are you checking your water intake? Looking what you're taking, or just drink when you drink?
And when you come up to the comp, would you be watching your water, or do you?
Oh yeah, you need to be, when you're prepping for a show. Water is a big thing. You know, you got to be taking a lot of water.
I'd say that's tough though, coming in like say, like if it's the day before or 2 days before, like if you're dehydrated.
Yeah,
and you're just,
day before you'll be kind of like I
tired.
call water.
It makes you so tired. Like
Water is you know, you feel it when you're dehydrated. You're gonna headache, everything.
Everything. Yeah.
You know, like I would call my water the night before, and I would load for like 3 days, 3-4 days, and then I start to cut bit by bit, and then the night before, that's when, you know, just cut everything, glass of wine. That's what I did throughout last year prep. And I was.
That was a bit Jack Daniel, wasn't it?
A little bit of
I have that photo. Still that fucking proof. I didn't delete that fucking photo.
I don't drink, but you know,
Jack,
when it
full
comes
bottle.
to
no,
prep,
he said never drank, so we know. Just only.
I never drank.
It's
Yeah.
only small,
Yeah,
tiny. You know,
small,
like
yeah.
tiny.
Yeah.
bottle you have,
And
like, you know.
it actually did work. I mean,
Yeah,
I
it
remember.
works.
I think Arnold was my best shape. For a lot of people that doesn't know, like I compared last year, I did 6. I think I did 6 shows. I started off at the Irish Nationals to gain my qualification to the international to represent Ireland and fight for my pro card. So I got her 4th show was the Nationals, where I took the overall, and then we went to Portugal for my 4th pro qualifying comp, which is the Diamond Cup. Czech Republic.
Czech
Diamond,
Republic,
yeah,
Czech.
where I won the Super Heavy, and I also got the pro card, and then we flew from there to Portugal for another Diamond Cup, IFBB. I also won my Super Heavy, and then and another overall, 2nd pro card. And then Arnold, which like was the main event.
Yeah, main shit,
You know, which, man, I looked my best. I think Arnold was my best show. You know, and then I did 2 more shows after that. I won Arnold overall. I won my class and the overall Arnold, and then I did a show in Finland. You know, I won the Super Heavy. I should have won the overall as well, but you know, the fella that won the overall got the. I think he got a home advantage. Because I mean, I bet him 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
So and he was.
and the same. So,
It
yeah,
was
no,
80 kg class, so it's like, look, listen, you can't even mix that. So It was from Finland. I think that's why he got that win. And then I went on to the
It's a lot of
Worlds.
shows to be doing.
It was a lot of
back to
shows,
back,
man.
like.
My body I was dead, especially the Worlds. If you see any of my picture from the Worlds, I was going against this Iranian beast.
Oh, that was
man.
freak.
Especially my legs, they were torn off. It's like I couldn't even get the fullness for them, and because I think that's due to the amount of cardio that I've been doing throughout the whole year. So man, my body was just like, no, I have none of it.
So that's then you took your 8 months.
8 weeks.
So at least I know now. Maximum show for me in a row will be 3. You know, at least I know now.
Yeah.
I can't do more than 3. Any show after the third show is just going down the drain. 3 show maximum. You know?
Well, let's look. It's still experience. Like
It is
you had to do that now. Like it's better to do it now.
It's better, yeah.
Because like if like now, like you go in the pro ranks, like it's different fucking ball game
is a
there at
different
all.
ball
Like
game,
and again, like you want to compete, to be active there as much as possible. Want to compete more and this and that. But again, like like now it's fucking coming off as these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like even that whatever Iranian guy, whatever he's from Kuwait or I don't know where he's from.
It's from Iran.
He looked fucking huge, like legs and everything. You know what I mean? It's like
young Rami.
it was like look fucked up. I was like, what the fuck? Like that guy is ready for pros. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
he can do now. Like next year he can compete, no problem. Like actually this year, not next year. This year he can compete. You know what I mean? And that's I think it's a good thing. I think it worked for you even better. You got that dude there on the day, because like if you think about this, if you went through clean out everything on the year, it's good, but it's bad.
Yeah, you
say, I got this shit.
Yeah,
like,
I got
you know what I mean?
yeah. It makes
you need someone to get to the
probably
top.
You won't even notice that you cannot do more than 3 shows as you notice now. You know what happened. If you want that, it's like, fuck it. I'm like, legs got a bit worse or a lot worse, and I still got it. So I got this shit. It's not kind of bad. Fine. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's better for you that kind of way. You know what I mean? It's not always get this over
even that, after the show, that's why I said to myself, it's like an eye opener. You know, look, listen. It doesn't matter how good you are. You still need to work.
Yeah.
You know, just like time, going to pro league. These guys they don't play. These guys are monsters. So it's like a motivation for me.
What will you need to be on stage for your what do you plan on for the first?
My goal would be to be on stage shredded about 115 kilos. I will feel so much confidence. At that weight. And even like next year, I say I'm gonna make my pro debut. Look, listen, if I'm not happy, I won't do it. Yeah. That's what I said. Like before last year, I gave 2 years off. After 1 year of me bulking, people, oh man, I remember I was at their FIBO 2016. Yeah, FIBO 2016. I remember meeting Jay Cutler. There's a picture of me and Jay Cutler. We're shaking hands. Yeah. Whoever took the photo just snapped the picture. And it was him just staring on my arms like. And then, dude, man, you need to compete. I said, yeah, I'm just giving another year just to catch up. I met so many people like, dude, come on, compete. I'm like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. It's like for me, it's like I'm not rushing.
Yeah,
I don't need to rush. If you're gonna rush, you're gonna end up where you don't want to be.
Yeah,
you want to go out. You
want to go out your first pro debut and just knock it away,
and just knock it out. Because even get my pro card, I wasn't rushing. I was laid back. Look, listen, why rush? Why do I need a pro card now? If I get a pro card now, what am I gonna do with it?
Yeah.
What show am I going to win? And that's what happened to a lot of, this is actually quite common bodybuilding because a lot of people want this pro card. They want it now. And I've seen a lot of young guys who are turning pro age 21, 20. And then they competed at their first pro show. Nothing. Yeah, and then they get all disappointed. And now there's actually a few young IFBB Pro who jump in, they turn pro. The 2 lads turned pro at the age of 20, and then they did their first pro show, and they lost. I don't know, and now they like, nah, this is not for me. It's not possible. Now they're going down to classic. That's what happened if you rush for things. If you're not ready, you're not ready. Yeah. Bodybuilding's like it takes time. You gotta be patient. If you want to rush, you're gonna end up where you don't want to, you know. At the end of the day, longevity
Is it? Yeah,
amazing.
it is,
Look at Dexter Jackson, age of nearly 50. Is it 50?
I think 47, 48,
47,
like that.
and still competing, you know. So
And like still winning shit.
and
Like,
still
I mean,
winning. So for me, I have no rush. You know, I say I'm gonna make my pro debut next year. If I'm not happy, I won't step on stage. You know,
Yeah.
if I'm happy with the progress, I will. You know, so
Like
I'm just
it's-
gonna take my time, a step at a time, and you know,
you know
everything
when,
will
look,
work.
you know when you're ready. You know, like it's as you're saying, like it's no point to step in like when you're not ready. Like and nobody can tell you when to go because like you know what the fuck, you know. Like imagine like going there, like you know somebody like comes over like twice bigger legs and fucking.
And that will
You know what I
happen.
mean? It's
If
like,
you're not bodybuilding, is like
shit, you know?
yeah, it will happen. It's not like fighting or UFC or boxing where a young guy can be just that good to destroy everybody.
Yeah.
Bodybuilding is like it's you're judged by the way you look, and it takes a certain time for your muscle to actually fully form and mature. It takes time. You know, just have to be patient.
You can see like somebody like just like fucking got a bit bigger, like you know, like half a year ago, got extra size on. Comes out, you can see on the muscle. It's just not like
It's not the same.
It's
Yeah,
not the same. Like it's nothing there. Like straight away, you can see like it's fucking up. You can't even tell which way was lifted. You know what I mean? It's just like live bullshit, fucking pump all the time. Like nothing there, nothing heavy. Like, look at fucking Dorian Yates and Brian Schwartz, like muscles
Crazy
like,
heavyweight.
motherfucking like you know what I mean? You just like take us fucking.
That's actually. Would you lift heavy, like, or what's your kind of?
My training, I'm not mad into, like, I do lift heavy, but every weight that it doesn't matter what weight I'm lifting, I'm pressing them reps. I'm going after them reps. So, like, anyway, I'm still doing about 10 to 15 reps.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much I have on the leg press. I'm still pressing 20 to, 20 reps above, So I do like to train heavy, but not like so heavy that I'm only getting
Well, that's
2
it.
reps.
It's not. It's probably not good. Like if you can get injured. So like
You
there's
can
no
get
point getting injured.
I mean, a lot of, especially the young guys, they get this all mixed up. A power lifter and a bodybuilder, it's a total different sport. Powerlifting, bodybuilding, total different people. It cannot be a bodybuilder and be trained like a power lifter. Like if you look at the guys like Eddie Hall, how much can this guy fucking deadlift, squat, crazy weight, but he doesn't have that quality muscle that Kai Green would have.
Yeah.
And Kai Green wouldn't even get close to the amount of weight. So that just tells you training crazy weight like that, doing two to 3, 4 reps, it doesn't work. No. It doesn't build muscle.
It's
heavy and a lot of reps.
It's builds muscle like per se does, but it won't build that much muscle. You know what I mean?
It won't.
You're just there's a risk. There's a risk there that you
you
don't want to take it.
It's different zone. Like see, like it's like those reps are totally different zones. Not like hypertrophy. Like you won't get that. You're training for strength. You know what I mean? This training for size. That's it. It's the end of conversation. I mean, like for young guys, like it's important to mix both, but they have to know, like like somebody has to guide them, correct way. You know what I mean? But otherwise,
like if a guy who wants to be for me, I wouldn't say a young guy who wants to be a bodybuilder to start to be doing like a powerlifting program. Because I think like that, you are leaving yourself open to a serious injury. You know?
But see, look, that's correct and incorrect. Correct is if nobody looks after him, you might get like always had like ego too big and goes to too heavy. You know what I mean? But somebody if gave him a proper program and somebody looks after like seeing him doing stuff, if your technique is right, to fuck it up is very hard. You know what I mean? Like it's really hard to fuck up if it's proper program. You know what I mean? But if they do it on their own, jumping from nowhere, I'll fucking do this and that. Like especially with these fuckers who benching that much off the chest and then like throwing it like 100 kilos trying to do whatever fuck they do. And like before was barely doing like 50. What's going to happen? Like of course, like you open yourself for injuries big time. You know what I mean? But to mix it up, see, like it's let's say. For powerlifting, let's say as a program goes, you have main lifts to do, but then like so-called accessory training goes on, So it's actually more like the way we did before, like we did like more like powerlifting training, you know what I mean? Let's say I never trained like in powerlifting program per se. It's only I love deadlifts. Yeah, like I fucking do whatever fucking way, but it's not like programmed there. You know what I mean? So it's some like say lately I fucked off and I doing way not enough volume and reps to build like back and all that. But before was totally different way. I won't do less than 6 reps. I was always doing like from 6 to 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the deadlifts, I never got like fucking waist went off there. It's actually I got way leaner on the fucking obliques popped out. Like if I kept diet strict and all, it'd be different, totally different look. You know what I mean? But you can see like it's different muscle. Like if I was doing like this fucking dumbbells going all this trying to get obliques or whatever, they won't look that way. You know what I mean? The muscle will be different. But for youngsters, it's important that basic stuff to do it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd say like benching. I'd say for you doing like everybody thinks like it's the best shit to do for your chest. For growth chest is bench. Probably the worst exercise to do. Like the most injuries happen on the flat bench, especially flat bench. Incline, different story on the flat one. You know what I mean? But I'd say if you do like between like let's say 6, 12, or even 15 reps in that zone, you know what I mean? You're not really open yourself for injuries. Like if it's form is right, you're not throwing the shoulders on, like you're not fucking going like arseways. Slow progress coming up always work. Like let's say, did you fucking start going straight away first week trying to get fucking bench 100 kilos? No. You started whatever weight you can do, but like you did like reps.
Yeah,
and then we get stronger. I feel like, oh fuck, that 50 feels like way easier. So I'll put 55 maybe. For next training. Slowly coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's the different zones. Like like kind of purer powerlifting. You're gonna go like from 1 to 5 reps staying there. You know what I mean? You'll never do that. There's no fucking point for you.
Yeah,
like it's just no point to do at all. Like you need way bigger. Like think about fucking let's say the hack squat or fucking even like remember the one we did one set of extensions. You did warm up on that and we went to fucking one set and like we did doing 6 reps. We started with 3 plates. And we're running down and then back,
Back,
that was
one set, but it was a...
You just like those 6, put it down, extra plate. 6 reps, extra plate. And we went up to 17, I think, and came back.
I'm back on it.
One set. And that was forced exercise. You know what I mean? So as the volume goes, and let's say it wasn't too heavy. The last one I helped out like a bit maybe, but it wasn't like opening for injury, you know what I mean? It wasn't that like, I'd say like, I was saying like on day once, like, we started doing stuff, I asked like, what's, can you do everything? Remember we tried one time, we tried fucking doing squat with safety, but I wasn't like fucking, you felt like lower back messing up, this and that, wasn't kind of.
You gotta find the exercise that
wasn't
works, like.
suiting, like, so like, fuck those squats, there's no need, you can do something else, you know what I mean? You did something else that like were fucking perfect, like, hack squat, like, also like, drop set we did on the hack squat, like, was fucking crazy. Like, if you count reps, we're talking 50 plus. You know what I mean? It's like, if you think like that, like, the pause and everything, we throw every different way on the train, not just fucking.
Not just,
There are so many ways to.
What's your favorite leg exercise then? Would it be hack squat or?
Favorite leg exercise, I wouldn't even have a.
I
don't think I have a favorite leg exercise. I love all the exercises, There's no one particular one, right? I love leg extension, just because
you get the pump.
Just because you get crazy pump, crazy burn, after about 20, contractions just crazy. Especially when it's your force exercise, when you have all the energy
just get it in,
go so long, get that burn and the pump, It's crazy. I love the feeling. So, I mean, sometimes when you get off the leg extension after about 25 reps, you want to punch somebody in the face. That's just the feeling.
Staying away.
You stand away on the other side.
Burns. It's worse when you get off. When you let go, you're like, oh no! It just
like
burns for like that 2 seconds.
Yeah,
that
but
same
then it feels amazing though. Like once you're
after a while,
you feel full, man. You feel like you can't even stretch it because you're so full.
Well, you see straight away result. You know what I mean?
You can see that's the
what you could have all the time. You know what I mean?
You don't just have it for
like even like on the leg press. Remember, like same way when you go, it's burns. Like you can kind of still can handle more. Like gets on your hard lungs and pressure in the head. When you lock it and you put the legs down, that flush of the blood, Jesus. That's like, I think that's the, as you're saying, like, that's the worst part. You know, it's actually way worse after.
After, yeah. That couple of 2 seconds when you know, just let go, like, oh. It's worse. To be honest, leg extension is the worst.
Just on videos, like, how did you get into doing the videos? Like,
I mean, again, the videos, to be honest, like, a lot of people think, oh, I'm making the video just to get popular or famous. No. Like, I didn't start the video just for that. Video is basically me being me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, you guys know me. I train here. You guys never see me be moody. I'm always happy. I'm always smiling. I'm full of positivities. That's me. That's what I do. And the video is just me sharing a little bit of positive energies to the little bit of followers that I have. And it happens that people love these videos. You know, like, they just, you know, the comments are just, the engagement is just so crazy.
Yeah.
You know, it just, you know, kept me posting out these videos. And as well, you know, the world kind of picture bodybuilders as being very aggressive and angry. And bodybuilding is such a mean sport. Everyone is just crazy. But it's not like that, you know. This is just me showing the world, like, look, bodybuilding is fun. And bodybuilders can be funny too. Yeah. I'm funny. You know, so basically it's me being me. And another reason is, I mean, the world is so crazy now. Everyone's shooting everybody. People thinking mad stuff. It's crazy. So, like, if you don't know what anyone might be thinking or going through. So if I throw that video out there, that one of them stupid funny videos, and one person sees it, you know, a guy who's having a really bad day and watch my videos, like, oh my God, this dude is so funny, or he's so crazy, and that just changes.
Change it up,
You know, and then you just, you know, so you never know, you know. It's another way of throwing positivities into the world and changing the world.
It is. Like, look.
So, I mean, I love making them, and it makes me happy.
But it's funny, like, you sometimes come in here and you'd just be training and you just come in or with a few people and you'd have something, I think, like the mask on or whatever, and it's like, it's not as if the gym closes down, like, everyone's just training as normal, and then you come in and it's just...
Well, that's the thing, see, like, if you think, like, you know, think about this, what another fucking place will be doing that? You know what I mean? Like, you know, you coming out with this, everybody be staring there, but that became kind of norm.
Yeah, so people just go on training as normal.
Yeah, people he's doing his video. It's fine, you know. Like,
I think at the start when they started doing it, like, you know, when I start pulling some shit together, people are like, what the. Now, like, when I'm doing it, like, oh yeah.
I'd say in the bed when you're in the bed sheet, the one where you're cold, I'd say everyone's just looking at you.
I actually remember coming in here and, like, there were a few people training, and people were like, the heck is going on? This dude coming into the gym with a bad shit and a cup of coffee. Fucking,
well, that was funny. I have to fucking give it. That was probably
to be
more.
honest, it's a lot of the people can relate to these things.
Yeah,
I mean, when it gets so cold, sometimes it's so hard getting out of bed to go to the gym. You know, you'd be wearing 10 hoodies just to get out of the house and, you know, coming in. So, you know. A lot of people can relate to the
like, you know, like, even like, let's say, like, remember the video in fucking on holidays when you went, was the Chimera guys there.
Chimera, yeah.
Remember the fucking go to the water and you said, like, you can't swim and shit like that.
Yeah, sure, I can't remember that.
Like, they have this fucking inflated kind of fucking thing attached to the boat,
Yeah,
so,
that was,
And I know, like, a few guys actually, they cannot swim, and they kind of not feeling comfortable in the water. Like, they're okay in here.
No, I'm not comfortable.
But, you know, even like, you felt okay with that vest? Is any?
No. I remember, you know, we went on a banana ride. You know,
the banana boat.
Man, this dude, right? He drove down into the deep hand, and I didn't know they had to, you know, they make this twist
to throw you off.
Everybody fall off. That's what they do. I was not expecting it. And we're like in the fucking it was so deep. When everyone fell off, I was holding on to that. What is going on? Why is everyone falling off? Am I supposed to hold on to this or let go? I let go, man. I was going right down to the bottom of this. With the suit doesn't help.
See, that's because you're weighing, what, 120 kilos.
Like, oh my God, Blessing can't swim, get him. You know, so the guys came over and grabbed me up like this, and I was like, oh, thank you.
Should have get fucking 2 on the legs, 1 on the head. No,
you think the legs would make it float though?
Like, just fucking. I don't mess with water. I don't. Oh, Jesus, no.
So what's the plans then for? Well, you're saying the pro card, or like that you've your pro show, and you have big plans, or?
Yeah, the plan is, after I got my pro card last year, and the plan is to take a whole year off, just to improve this physique, just to bring to bring the legs up, to bring everything up, to bring a better balanced physique to the pro show. Yes. So whole year is for bulking, and possibly next year, if I'm happy with the result, I'm gonna, we're gonna look at few pro shows. I might look at them ones that are not so popular. And them cheeky shows I can just sneak in, the boogeyman is here, and I can get a quick pro win, So you never know. I was actually thinking of making a pro debut at the Arnold Classic Australia, but no, I'm not ready for that. So I'm not going to, we're going to
You got to play it
right
smart,
show.
You have to play it smart as well.
You have to be very smart.
It has to be some strategy there too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the same
You have to be realistic as well,
Yeah,
you're not if there's going to be top level, you want to try come out.
It's still like they think they still have this fucking some sort of point system also there. Let's say you have like some shows in invitational, like Arnold's and fucking Mr. Olympia stuff like that. But let's say like other shows like New York Pro, whatever fuck, that's no joke fucking show. That's real fucking deal. Like you go there, probably tour from the top, maybe. You know what I mean? Like
the top 10s Olympia, the top 10. Yeah, there'll be a lot of the top 10s will be at the New York Pros. And a lot of the top 10s will be at the Arnold Classic. Any Arnold Classic, it's all the top 10. Like the Ohio now, they've got Dexter Jackson, Bonac, all the top 10 guys, they're there. So they are serious shows.
I think Bonac going for Body Power now this year. He competes there because they have also look, Body Power has pro show. You know what I mean? You gotta fucking even go over there to see who competes, how they look.
That's actually my goal is I am gonna go to see the Mr. Olympia this year.
Oh, you're going?
So it'd be kind of like a good experience.
And to go to Vegas as well.
Vegas as well. I've never been to US before, so I think I have a few trips to US this year, so I'm kind of excited. But I'm kind of looking forward to the Mr. Olympia, just to see,
because they say that you're watching videos, you see pictures, it's nothing compared to you sitting there and actually seeing it.
Being around,
it's like look, it's everything is like that. Like it's fucking last year we went to Body Power there. You know what I mean? So I'm not going back again there.
Yeah,
I was for me, it was like, what's going on here? It's a shit show. It's totally opposite what I would see. Like strongman stuff, powerlifting stuff was somewhere hidden away. You know what I mean? It's not we have to look for that, looking around.
See, it's a big expo. I think that's more gone towards just their money. No.
Should go.
I don't think I've been to any expo kind of.
I'm telling you, you'll be like, what the fuck? You think, I thought Body Power is a huge fucking thing.
Yeah.
Not
it's
at all.
Not that big.
It's such a letdown. Holy Jesus!
You ever been to FIBO?
I've been years ago. Way smaller, and still was like, holy shit. You know what I mean?
Well, Olympia would be different. Olympia, I'd say, is just.
It's totally different.
I was actually in Vegas, but I was actually there the week after. So I was going mad though, because it would have been unreal just to see it.
Yeah, you missed.
There's a lot of stuff going on, but FIBO. Then we went we're talking probably 7-8 years ago, went over, but it still was, now it's probably twice or 3 times bigger.
Oh, man, last year was crazy.
It's a crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's still always different. That's probably this year will be bigger.
Even we went in, some dude there, doesn't matter who. I was coming over as on the trade day. You know what I mean? So there was no public allowed. And still was messed up with so much people, so many people going around, I was like, what the fuck, And then I saw photos from next day, so no way I would go for that day.
Yeah, if the first just wedge packed,
Yeah, it's Jesus. You can know better, you're standing on the stage and you see this sea of people there, what the fuck?
It's huge.
It's crazy now, it's took off crazy way, but saying the Body Power was fuck, it wasn't they weren't too feminine for me, it's way too fucking.
I thought you'd be into that.
Yeah, it's I was we were walking around looking there, I probably saw maybe 2 bodybuilders, when
I think that's more related. Wouldn't Body Power kind of
everything
fitness
was there.
kind of like
everything was there. His
right.
bodybuilding competition was there, strongman competition was there,
okay.
powerlifting competition was there. And I was like, what the fuck?
See, there's a lot. It's what
Nah,
that's what's.
It's like it was like
It's not like FIBO.
yeah, it's FIBO, and that's the
But it's
like,
still good as well.
yeah. For Europe, I say FIBO is the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The main
It's
show.
the biggest expo, even biggest expo in the world. It's bigger than Arnold Classic. It's bigger than Olympia.
Yeah. Like actually, like in Moscow, you like the Moscow show?
Yeah, I was there. I was in Moscow last year. I think November or something. Yeah, last year November.
Yeah, it's in November.
November, and it was my first time in Russia, man. I was blown away by the support
I've never been either,
and the crowd, man. These are true bodybuilding fans. They love bodybuilding over there. It's crazy. I couldn't walk from here to there. It's just too much. At
They
some
just
point,
surround you, like,
they
just
At some point,
picture.
actually, I was having security. You know, one of the guy from Trek was my security. Just escort me everywhere I go. It's crazy, man. I cannot wait to go back next year.
I see like
They
they
love fitness. They love
yeah, see, like
bodybuilding.
it's true. Like there's kind of like they're very genuine,
Huge
true.
market.
If they love you, they love you. You know what I mean? They support you. Like
Yeah.
it's true shit. It's not just talk. You know what I mean? Like some people just like love to say shit to you, like this and that, and then you just turn around like like 2 fucks in your back straight away. You know what I mean? Like it's they just not like that. They're different type of
No,
people. You know what I
even
mean?
when I was going like, oh, Blessing, Russia is mad. Russia is great. Be careful. And I was like, man, I got there. I'm like, guys, anyone from Russia, you're watching this, man, you guys rock. I love Russia, and I cannot wait to come back to what's that expo card again? I can't remember the name of the expo, but yeah, I cannot wait to come back to Russia, Moscow. I love you guys. But it's too cold. Do something about your weather.
It's cold as fuck.
in the fucking
Yeah, it was
bed
snowing.
sheet, like.
When I was 20.
I was.
when you went.
Oh man, it was. I don't know what it was like.
Was it winter?
Ah,
When was the show?
It was snowing.
November, yeah.
I was like, when I was in Moscow, I was a week out from their. What show was I a week out from? From the World Championship in Bandung, Spain. It was so cold in Moscow, and then after the expo, and then from Moscow from like minus fucking 20 to like 30 degrees. It was a shock for my body. I'm like, whoa, what is this? We're just knowing a second ago.
Yeah,
And
especially if
I'm
you're
here,
down such
it
low
was a
body weight,
mad,
like, you'd
mad
be-
difference.
Feel
yeah.
everything. Feel everything.
Crazy changes.
But
you know?
it's better this change than the opposite. If you
Oh,
went
it's
from
better.
Spain
If-
to Moscow,
yeah,
you'd
if
be
you
fucked.
you would be fucked. If you go from,
Your
from
skin is
hot
just-
to cold, you're fucked. If you go from cold to hot, that's
Yeah.
good. That's a good life.
But it's like it's a see like it's a probably like if you think like I say it's like picking up the shows like you have to know where you're going. So I say like this year we should be better like check out few like keep an eye on all these.
Yeah,
posts.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Actually, I have all the calendars, so I have all the shows. So
Because like it's I think that's like very good idea that way as you're saying like like big fucking. You don't need to go with like Top Guns. That's
I mean, look,
right.
it's your first. It's my pro debut.
yeah, that's
It's
the
your
thing.
first show.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's nice to check out the shows. Which one do you think would be nice for the
first
first?
one,
Well,
yeah.
put like this. If you, let's say, for example, you pro boxer, force fight, you
Fighting
super
Floyd
heavyweight.
Mayweather.
No, you go for fucking Mike Tyson. They're like 20 years back. What
do you
want to
expect?
die or what?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Why you want to kill yourself? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just don't move. Like same way here. Like of course nobody gonna punch you in the face, but you're gonna be punched in the face
They're
in
big.
the head,
Yeah.
basically. Anyway, like you came out with
Biggest
Magic.
fish in the sea.
Imagine coming out with top 6 Olympia guys.
Nah.
Like why you do that to yourself? Like what the fuck? You know what I mean? You're standing there looking like shit. You know what I mean? First of all, your head will be working wrong way. You know what I mean? And you were saying like you get
unless you have a crazy genetics and you actually
Yeah, you do.
you're actually there to
then you want to sweep
do
that.
some damage.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But like
Yeah.
it's
so it's kind
realistically-
of nice to start off with
Yeah, like
something
look, you never
easy.
know if it could be like crazy progress you'll get. How you know?
Yeah, so
you don't
that's,
know.
that's what I mean. It all depends on
Yeah,
progress. And,
like
see
you fucking
where-
imagine like going like fucking I don't know 6 inches on your fucking legs, dry.
You need new pants.
Fuck yeah, new pants. That's a fourth problem.
forget jeans, forget suits.
But that's the thing, like so like it's it's important what you're gonna pick, like like and it's still fucking some sort of strategy that you there, like which way you're gonna go.
You gotta be smart,
Yeah,
You gotta be
exactly.
smart.
I mean, it's like, and like other thing like was asking like on your plans there, yeah. You were mentioned before about Is that supplement out or not?
What?
Supplement from the track.
Yeah, my pre-workout. Yeah, that should be dropping in less than 4 weeks.
Yeah.
The feel, Boogeyman's feel. It's exciting. You know, I'm extremely proud. You know, I've been with this company for like for only about I think officially 2 years.
Yeah.
And then you know, got my own supplement. You know, feels good, right?
That's
you
it.
know,
Every
so
time, like it's. In your videos though, don't you use the like you be scooping the pre-workout?
Yeah,
so you're just gonna be
so
have it on
that's
tap at
actually
home, like.
that's actually what inspired the pre-workout.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
from my video for the fact that I'm addicted to pre-workout. You know, so it only makes sense if I have my own pre-workout.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You know, so guys, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Get
The
buying it.
Boogeyman's Field should be dropping in less than 4 weeks. So
Are they
official
bringing it
take
here? Are they bringing Ireland now?
worldwide, baby.
Yeah.
We're shipping worldwide. Worldwide. Everywhere.
They're just gonna have like a big drum there, and you just go over and you just fill your shaker.
everywhere.
Dry, inch dry.
Maybe
Scoop it in
everyone in
your
the
mouth.
gym might get a free taste.
What flavor do you get to choose?
All
the
kinds
flavor?
of flavor. I like all kinds of flavor. Mix them all up. Hey,
What?
do not expect any scoop.
Just use your hands.
Use your hands.
What else like on the books? You have anything else like any projects there?
No, that's the only products, you know, and working on my apparel as well, and a few
How's
other.
that going?
That's going
Is that
good, yeah.
Coming to the
It's
release?
coming. It's coming
Yeah.
to release near
Yeah.
future, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So with
what-
track nutrition.
Are you gonna sell through track or which way you gonna sell? It separates website or what's the story?
Like, you know, and I have my website is gonna launch probably, you know, soon as well, less than a couple of weeks. So everything will be available on my website. You know, apparel, training plans, supplements, all kinds.
Yeah. Going like fucking
Gains.
Gains. Just log on to get
If you
your
want to
gains.
buy gains, come on my website, blessingawodibu.com. Just type in what kind of gains you want. Biceps, legs. Buygains.com.
results guaranteed.
Speaking of gains, we probably better wrap it up and start fucking training ourselves.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
When did you-